Everybody knows in Chicago all the murder, mayhem, violence, chaos that is becoming part of the DNA of that once great city is caused by the racism of white police officers. That's what the mayor's task force said about a month ago. But ever since then, the black violence, the black murder, the black mayhem, the black chaos in Chicago has not stopped. Whenever bad people like me bring up the fact that there's an enormous amount of black mob violence in Chicago, black criminality and black on white crime, one of the big comebacks is, well, Colin, that's all on the south side, which is the black neighborhood. So Chicago crime is black on black. That's been a lie for a long time. It's a lie this week when a large group of black people found a young black couple, strolling through one of the nicest neighborhoods of Chicago at around 1 a.m. and they robbed them and chased them into the street where the woman was killed after she was hit by a car, and the man was injured in the same accident. I got this story from some of my buddies in Chicago who are cops. So I called them up and I said, "Hey, what? I said I've been to Chicago. Where's Lakefront?" They go, "Colin, you know where Lakefront is." "Really?" "Yeah, we took you to the Lakefront when you were out here for your book tour." That's so. When I went to Chicago for White Girl Bleed a Lot, cops picked me up at the airport, took me to my hotel. One of them came with me to WGN, that big 50,000 watt blowtorch in the Chicago Tribune building. Afterwards, we all went out downtown Chicago, whatever this part of town is called. Really, really nice part of town. Tell you something. You walk around Chicago with a bunch of cops, it's like you're in the company of the princes of that city. Anyway, this is where all this took place, right where we were partying about a block away. Let's look at some of the headlines, some of the pictures, and in a complete lucky turn of events, we came across some video of this group of black people in their natural habitat.
Although hyenas generally hunt at night, they're very opportunistic predators, and it's not a good idea to hang around in their territory. Their technique is foolproof. They encircle their prey with care and enterprise. The outcome is inevitable. Such a kill is very welcome in this season of hunger.
Experience can be. We've both felt the sting of those daily slights throughout our entire lives. The folks who cross the street in fear of their safety.
All the guests will feast, but they eat in turn in a clearly established order. The matriarch, Helios, doesn't need to have made the kill to claim the first share. She chooses the best parts of the animal. The lowest status hyenas will just have to wait.
And of course, in Chicago, this story of this pack of hyenas out hunting young, successful couples in the nicest neighborhood in Chicago is followed by a story on the police chief determined to root this white racism out of his department. And all this is covered by one of the competing papers, the Chicago Sun-Times, who insists that all this white on black violence is, well, it's just getting out of hand in Chicago. Yes, they really said that, documented that a few days ago. So despite what the people on the Mayor's Commission on Policing say, if you ever have a chance to go to Chicago and party with some of those city's finest, I highly recommend you take that opportunity. It was a ton of fun. And maybe then you won't have to worry as much about not making the black kids angry.